the tendency that I see most often when I give demos at trade shows and whatnot, the natural tendency is people want to see what's in their backyard.
Yes.
So people usually will want to immediately go, depending on, I grew up in the Pittsburgh region, so if I was coming to this for the first time, and I should say one other feature that you can drill down.
Oh yeah.
But probably my natural reaction would be, what's happening in Pittsburgh?
Right.
So I think probably I would start with your backyard just to get a feel for. In Pittsburgh, it actually looks like there's quite a few job openings.
Yeah.
Relative to some of the surrounding areas. So I think that would be probably a pretty good starting point. And then from there, I think it is always helpful to have the big picture. Yes. And to understand what may the career pathway look like. And this is going to vary, obviously, if you are starting with little technology background, you're coming essentially to the tech space for the first time.
Right.
I would be looking at some of the different feeder roles.
Okay.
And I think it just both this map here and just as a general principle that it can be overwhelming. Yes. Thinking about your career over the next 10 or 20 years, but trying to break it down into smaller pieces. Mm-hmm. So thinking about step one, maybe the feeder roles, and what do I need in terms of some of the education requirements. And this may be an opportunity to say, actually, this is something that we see expanding, but increasingly there are employers that they recognize that there are many quality candidates that don't have a 4-year degree. Mm-hmm. So I would be thinking potentially, what are some of my training options? Does it involve going to a 2-year program? Does it involve working with a training company or a training partner? Mm-hmm. And that's, I would say, where CyberSeek helps to provide the general roadmap for where you want to go. And we work very closely with the training community, and CyberSeek, I think it's probably unreasonable to think that you're going to have one-stop shop for everything, but we recognize then that there are many underlying details. So for example, if you do want to pursue one of these certifications, what does that look like from a training program? Right. And if I want to tailor a training program to my needs, to my situation, where do I get that information? So whether it's working with a Infosec Institute and using some of your material, or many other quality training partners or university programs, typically that's where the handoff occurs. You get the general big picture, you get the next level down in terms of what you're going to need. You get the general path of where you may want to go over the next 5 years. And then when you're getting ready to really execute and you're really beginning to start your training, that's when you begin to work with other partners in the cybersecurity community.